When was the last time opportunity knocked on your door, on the door of your life, and you ignored it? Griffin heard a knock on his life's door when he read from a Toastmasters online magazine about debate meetings. Listen as Griffin shares vital lessons he learned from opening the door. Let's welcome Griffin with his speech, The Menacing Knock of Opportunity. Take it away, Griffin.
When you hear a knock on the door, are you the one who opens the door immediately? Or are you one who says, I think I'm going to wait and to see who it is? Now, in these times, it's smart to actually wait to see who's at the door because you don't know. It could be the IRS. In this opportunity to share with you the 3 things that I learned when doing a level 4 project about holding the debate meeting, I'm going to share with you how opportunity calls you, how opportunity challenges you, and how opportunity calibrates you. I'm what is called a yellow personality. That means I love to have fun. I joke. I love to give humor. I love to make people laugh. But throw me in a project situation, it's like the Tasmanian devil. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll be spinning around. I have no clue what I'm going to do. I just happened to hear that knock of opportunity when I was on the Toastmasters website. Now, I don't eat, sleep, and drink Toastmasters like Steve and Arlen do. I just happened to be on the site that day, and I saw this article on their online magazine about debate. And I started to read it and absorb what it said. And I said to myself, this could be the opportunity that I've been looking for, because I'm doing innovative planning and I needed to finish my level 4. And I've been putting this off for months. And I said, this is the knock of opportunity. I hear the call. So opportunity called me. And I said, I'm going to do this because I need to get this completed. I want to finish this level 4. So opportunity called me. Now think about times in your life when opportunity has made that knock and you decided, no, I don't want to go through this. I don't want to make that popcorn. I don't want to talk about my age. I don't want to tackle the bathroom, even if I bought a lot of crayons. I don't want to do these things. But opportunity comes knocking every day. Will you open that door? The great philosopher Daffy Duck said this, I don't like pain, it hurts me. And I realized that once I jumped into this project, I was swimming over my head. And this one I learned that opportunity challenges you. Now in the level 4, they have a checklist, which is great. I love checklists. Only if I check it when I get it done. So I decided I'll just do my best and let's see what happens. It's like taking spaghetti and throwing it against the wall and see what happens. It told me in this checklist that I needed to form a committee. A committee. The only thing I think about when I think of committee is superheroes. So I said, okay, I'll form the Avengers. So I asked Teresa, Sherry, Arlen, and Charlie to be on the debate committee. I gave the idea about having a debate and they loved this idea. Arlen gave me some ideas. She said, Cynthia did something similar. Here's something that you can learn from her. Let's have 4 people who are willing to debate. Let's have 1 moderator. And let's make sure there's no name calling, raised voices, speaking out of turn, and that members would vote for the most persuasive team. I said, this is fantastic. And I learned to gather feedback from different council members and committee members, and we were able to solidify a plan on how to run this meeting. I talked with Charlie and we scheduled last week of September, but then he decided that would not work because we were celebrating the anniversary of Midway, and we decided to go ahead and have the first meeting in October. September 13th, I gave the announcement. September 18th, I sent out an email about what the topic was about, but people wanted to know. September 22nd, I gave an update to everyone, calling for volunteers and debaters. Little did I know I would get victims. I mean, debaters who wanted to do this meeting. I end up drawing Rick, Arlene, Megan, and Sunday. We got together and we went through how to do a proposition for the subject that we were going to discuss, which is dogs versus cats. Next, we decided to make sure that the proposition was going to be fair. And I shared with Megan, because she had questions about how to prepare for a debate like this. So I gave her some points on that. Throughout this process, opportunity challenged me, and it helped me to become a leader. I was actually asking for feedback. I was communicating, and it was shaping me to become a leader. How about you? What about the times where you have been challenged with an opportunity? Did it help you to become a leader? The third thing opportunity found out with me, how to shape me, was that it calibrated me. What did I mean by that? After the meeting was completed, the debate meeting, I did something called a retrospective review. I wanted to know people's opinions. And this is some of the pros that I received about that meeting. People seemed to enjoy it. The mood was light. Debaters were well prepared. We had funny responses. It was unique, distinctive style. It kept it interesting. And there was teasing and interplay between Rick and Arlene. Unfortunately, the online audience couldn't see that, but it was there. So then I asked what was right. Then I asked what didn't go so well. Well, there was a portion where Megan was confused on the format. And I think the solution, looking back now, is to be able to be more communicative in how to deal with those formats and how to make sure that the questions are answered correctly. The voting process was perplexing. Some people was voting for who had the best persuasive argument. Some were voting for who was better for dogs or cats. So there was that. There was no clarity about the speakers receiving credit. And there was no verbal evaluations, which are important. It was a suggestion for a front room table for debaters or a debate cam, if you will. And one suggestion was to have the meeting have half the meeting with the topic, and then evaluations at the second half. So I learned that with this opportunity, it calibrated me. It helps me to see that this is opportunity for me to be able to do better with the next debate meeting. Daniel Ricciardo said this: everything you learn from is an opportunity to become stronger. And I also learned that trouble with opportunity, that it always comes disguised as hard work, said Herbert V. Pishnow. And I learned that when opportunity knocks, it may be menacing, but I would encourage you to step through that door. When it knocks, open it, step through that door, and dare to become better than what you're doing right now. Mr. Toastmaster.